yes, welcome back to the big show. Ken Rodriguez, the fisherman.
That's right. You're going to see them.
Joins us tonight, but hot off the presses, Mike Keenan has a new job.
I just left the Stanley Cup champion New York Rangers a couple of days ago in a huff. Has signed a multi-year contract with the St. Louis Blues as coach and general manager. There'll be a lot more to say about that.
I imagine a lot of dinero.
And I'm sure that's not over with the Rangers.
The Rangers, yeah, might contest it.
We'll hear a lot more about that.
A little golf.
That's right.
Yes.
And we'll hear about what's going on in the rest of the world of sports. Across the pond, the Americans had their best shot in years to win a British Open. Going into today's final round, 3 of 4 leaders were Yanks. But it was no walk in the park for the USA. Third-round leader Fuzzy Zoeller couldn't putt, shot even par 70. His co-leader, Brad Faxon, couldn't get it going either. Too much time in the sand led to a 73, but the worst was Tom Watson. Double bogey at 9 and a 74 left him way down the leaderboard. So Sweden's Jesper Parnevik took control. 5 birdies along the back 9 helped him take a 2-shot lead in the final hole. But he misread the scoreboard, thought he needed a birdie to win, instead took a bogey at 18, and then out of nowhere came Nick Price. The South African holed this miraculous 75-foot eagle putt at the 17th that gave him a 1-shot lead over a stunned Parnevik. All that was left, a tap-in for par at 18. Nick Price wins his first British Open championship.
Really, the only opportunity that I had was to make 3 on 17, and I hit probably the best putt I hit all week there, and it couldn't happen at a better time for me. I thought I'd better jump out my skin.
And there you see the American collapse. Still wound up with 3 of the top 8 finishers, but still no winner since Mark Calcavecchia back in 1989. The U.S. will move into the Davis Cup semifinals thanks to a feisty Jim Courier who had to save them after the Dutch forced this deciding 5th match. Courier, in what has become a rare sight these days, a long volley against Jacco Elting. Courier gets the point. Match point for Courier. Elting hits it back into the net. Courier wins. The U.S. plays Sweden in September in semifinal round action of Davis Cup play. Well, September is a long, long way. That is, if you're a team caught up in the pennant race. That's where we're going now. The best of the National League, where bunting, very risky business in the majors. Yes, even for an experienced pitcher. Doug Drabick at the plate. Caught right in the arm. That one will smart for a while. Left the game in the 3rd inning with a bruised elbow. Fernando back on the scene, pitching against his old teammates. Mike Piazza slaps one to center, but Billy Hatcher's there to back him up. And how about the straw man? Darryl Strawberry continues to produce for his new teammates. Darryl drives in a run to help the Giants win their 8th in a row. Yeah, that's right, Darryl on the scoreboard. Montreal was swept by San Francisco. Phillies over L.A. Steve Finley with a grand slam for the Astros. San Diego, 19 hits in their win over the New York Mets. Reds over Cubs in 10 innings. Rockies were also winners tonight. We go to Seattle for tonight's best in the American League. Buck Showalter paying the price for opening his mouth. The Yanks got the best of Seattle, though. 7th inning grand slam for Danny Tartabull as the Yanks pound the Mariners 14-4 for a 4-game sweep. Even the Moose couldn't escape disaster in that one. Critical play in Oakland. Tie game, Otis Nixon tagging at 3rd. Tony La Russa wanted Ricky Henderson to let the ball go foul. Instead, he did what comes natural. Henderson caught it. Nixon tagged, scored the winning run as La Russa ages just a little bit more this year. In Chicago, Frank Thomas tries to steal second base, but with a Price, the big hurt. Got a little pain in the face there. White Sox won that one. Frank still smarting. Milwaukee 5-3 over Minnesota. Rafael Palmeiro and Dwight Smith each homered in Baltimore's win over California. There's Boston's 4th win in a row. 4 in a row for the Yanks as well. KC leads Detroit late. Toronto with a 3-1 edge over Texas in the 9th. And that's what else happened today. This is not for fun in the sun. This is for Jay's shirt.
Hey, come on. I kind of like it. I couldn't decide what color to get, so I got them all.
Took a fashion risk, and so far, you know.
Risky business, huh?
What are you?
A shark?
A shark. I was in shock. First time fishing. You'll see what happened
when we come back.
When we come back.
Ken here is going to show us how to reel in the really big ones. And, folks, they can get downright dangerous.